Hello, I am back. Alright, hello everyone. Um, I haven't uploaded a trade recap in a very long time because, or if I did upload, it would have been a losing trade because I've been on a really bad downswing and I haven't really taken too many trades in the past 3 weeks. And that is okay. That is okay. That is okay. But finally, thank you. Finally, we have won a trade. We have won a trade that wasn't a one TP hit, or it wasn't a trade where we only won $60, or it wasn't. It was a normal trade where I won a okay amount of money. Now, now let's get into the trade recap. So before we even start, let's look at the hourly levels on why I actually took this trade. Now, I must admit this wasn't my usual trade, which is okay because I mean it's not really my usual trade, but it kind of is pretty similar. But what I essentially saw here was um this draw on liquidity, which was a fair value gap. Now, for my trade, it's either a sweep or a fair value gap. Anything that's a draw on liquidity, you can consider as a rejection or whatever of your high time frame confluences. Now for me, this was the hourly fair value gap that got rejected pre-market. Now, why did I consider this confluence? Um, why did I consider this confluence if it was in the pre-market? Number one, we rejected it straight away. Come here, hit equilibrium of this fair value gap, and reject straight away. If we filled this up anymore, I would have been like, okay, let's stop that. But the matter of fact is, it tapped the equilibrium of the fair value gap and just shit itself, right? So I considered it as a valid draw on liquidity and a valid respect or valid, and I considered it as a valid draw and it also respected it. Why can I not fucking speak today? But obviously, being pre-market, I am not even considering taking a trade during pre-market, nor am I considering any 5 minute retrace here. But what we did have was this 5 minute retrace. Now, I mean, it's not really a 5 minute retrace, but what it was a hourly sweep of this low. And obviously we had reactions off it. But the reason why I kind of considered this as a 5 minute retrace is we got those legs down and we completely disrespected this level. Completely disrespected. If we were hovering above this for a bit longer, and if we were in these levels for a tiny bit longer, and price was like waffling around here, then I would have gone to sleep. But the matter of fact is, it just completely disrespected this level and it shit the bed. Now, also let me talk about the macro a bit, right? So, um, yesterday, Fed Powell came out and he basically made the market shit itself because he didn't raise rates, which is okay because it's still good for people to DCA into their investments so that everything doesn't hit all-time highs too quickly, which it already has. But yeah, essentially he has caused a little drawdown or a little retrace in the market. So with that, like uncertainty and everyone being scared and selling their investments and blah blah blah, like shorts have been the way for the past couple of days, right? Or at least like market has been reacting bearish to that news. Now, why did I take this trade? Why? Well, I had this 5 minute sweep. I mean, not sweep, 5 minute break. And now, okay, yes, a 5 minute break is pretty like that. But then after that, I was looking for that retrace into this area. Now, I would have loved to have the retrace back here where equilibrium was, but this swing high to swing low of these hourly movements. But the matter of fact is, we didn't get that. What we got was a rejection of this 5 minute fair value gap and also the tap of the 1 minute equilibrium movement from this swing high to this swing low. Yep. Now, why did I think it was gonna continue going? Why did I think it was gonna continue dumping? Well, number one, right. Once we swept this level here, right. Once we swept this level here, it was basically free flowing. Like there was no other draws on. Actually, I entered like somewhere here, but it was basically free flowing to at least this hourly low and this hourly low. There was no like resistance. It was just like a smooth wave where price could just keep going down, which it basically did, right? It literally just went smoothly down because there was no like where are the other draws on liquidity? It's only these two hourly lows and like I guess this one, this like fair value gap here, but it was basically smooth sailing all the way down, and that's why I was still bearish for the day, even though we had moved 0.5% here. And also the reason why I actually just entered based on this 5 minute tap into here was because if we didn't, right, if we did not do that, we would have ruined our what the fuck we would have ruined our risk to reward. It roughly would have been a 0.95 compared to a 2 risk to reward. And obviously I'm not gonna be taking that because that's not a smart trade to take, right? Because why the fuck would I take a 0.95 trade when market has already dumped this much? Not smart. And also I also could have held further down here, but a couple reasons why I didn't do that. Number one, I haven't wanted to trade in a long time, so I just wanted to completely exit out of the market. Number two, again, as I mentioned before, market had already moved 0.5% roughly. Three, it was a Friday. I do not, I hate holding trades that long on a Friday because, there's no continuation because it's the end of the week, right? And number four, where I live in Australia, market opens at 1:30 a.m. So for it to go all the way down here, I would have needed to wait till 4 a.m. And obviously I need my beauty sleep to, keep looking good. But yeah, that was roughly why I did that. And yeah, well, this trade was a success. I'm roughly made around 260 hit. Ooh, 260 there. And yeah, obviously happy with the trade that I finally, hit a full TP trade, but still a long way to go for us to, get our first payout. But yeah, again, happy with this trade. And yeah, that wraps up the video today. I hope you guys learned something new, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you haven't already, subscribe and look at my other videos. And yeah, thank you. Bye.